this company is jacked up, though. Disney is jacked up. The more stuff of this Reimagine Tomorrow that comes out that we see is insane. The information that is being documented in this and some of the things these guys are saying, people in positions that work for this company. And I'm going to tell you something that sounds fucked up. But essentially, they will be having a benefits program that allows you to basically, or Disney will, this is why Disney is about as evil as it gets. They will essentially subsidize gender affirmation procedures. So you know what that means for minors. So for the kids of the employees, they're basically saying, we'll pay for that shit. We're gonna listen to this here and what it is this idiot that's saying that works for this this evil fucking company. And then we'll summarize it. But let's listen here.
That the other big area is gender identity and expression. So doing all of this work to ensure that our employees and cast can express their gender here authentically and proudly at the company. So, you know, coming up with guides on how to change your photo, information about pronouns, working with our benefits team to give information about gender affirmation procedures, both for our employees who are transitioning and trans, but also our employees who have kids who are transitioning.
So again, working with the benefits team, whether you're a bare knuckle box over it. I've told y'all what makes this unique is that Disney is drawing their line in the sand. It's one thing for someone to have a public statement, okay, where they co-sign some aspect of what people deem as social justice. That's one thing, which they have done. This is detailed information that is coming to light in which this is supposed to be an entertainment company, by the way, and they are basically leading the charge on this alphabet spectrum shit and as it pertains to kids. So this is why they had taken the position that they took on the parental rights bill, which they call the Don't Say Gay bill. This is a company that embodies all ages and families, right? That's your target demographic. So you know children are very prominent in that process. They are leading with this idea of essentially indoctrinating your children with this type of shit, right? And again, if that's how they're going to be, as evil as they are, they're telling you at least, and we'll be covering later Bob Chapek and what he had to say, they're at least telling you where they're at. So what is it going to take for the people to understand, to act accordingly? This is, as I've said in every single video in every segment that I've done on this topic, Disney is one of the easiest entertainment companies to defund because they only control basically different forms of entertainment. They do not control stuff that you require and is of a necessity for the vast majority of you. There are a few of you that may be employed, but when it comes to the folks that generally fund them, the main people are just average customers, okay, that do not have to give this company money. So when it comes to Disney itself, the companies that it is that they have in control of, whether it be like ESPN and Pixar and all of that, the theme parks, which is a big bulk of their income comes from that. These are all aspects that you, as a person who isn't with this shit, and this is beyond just mere disagreements. They are targeting your children, okay? Beyond mere disagreements, at least with something like this. What is it going to take for us just to agree? Let's start there. We'll worry about the other companies when we can get to the other companies that may have more control of things that, let's say, are more difficult to get around because they are of a necessity. Disney is not one of those fucking companies. Disney is a company that you don't have to go to the theme parks. You don't have to go watch the latest Marvel movie. You don't have to go watch ESPN. You don't have to go do any of that. It is one of the easiest mega corporate entities that can be defunded, and because information spreads so fast, there's less of an excuse now than there ever had been. Can we just start there? The line in the sand, this isn't one that you drew. They drew that. They said this is what we're going to attempt to do. They said this is what we're going to be doing regarding your children. This is what we want to subsidize. This is what we want to have makeup on our material. They have told you that, okay? So you need to act accordingly. What is it going to take for you to just say, I'm out, I'm done, we're dealing with evil pieces of shit, but this is an evil piece of shit that relies upon the customer, right? Well, we can't keep talking about the external when you go look at the bottom line. And though they have employees that have basically told half the population, half of the voting population, that you're Nazis, right? If that block of people said no more, they're going to go fucking broke. And some would say the demoralized people, well, that'll never happen. It's not, we just can't. No, fuck those people. And if you are one of those people, sit your bitch ass in the corner and shut the fuck up. We don't need your negative energy. But for those of you who see this for what it is, you know, you're in the know, stop. Come to terms with your addiction and just stop. Leave this fucking company alone. They control things that you do not need. You can easily avoid them.
You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on YouTube.com/YoungRipper59 and Odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, EricDJuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.